Hey there. So a guy goes up to the doorman and says, hey, call me a taxi. The doorman says, all right, you're a taxi. That's where the joke stops. The joke doesn't go on that the guy believes he's a taxi and goes through his life being a taxi. It doesn't go that way. It stops with the guy saying, all right, you're a taxi. How many times do people say things to you about who and what you are, and you take it to heart, and you let it affect you, and it changes your life and how you do things? Just like you're not a taxi, you're not all those things people say you are. You get to decide who and what and how you are. It's all in you. What you believe is going to be what you become on the outside. If I said you're a taxi, you don't believe you're a taxi. You know it's a joke. But if I start to cut you down, or I start to pass judgment on you, you may start to believe that. Well, we have to block those things out. You know, parents tell their kids all the time from when they're little what they're going to be. And kids go into sports and in professions that they had no business, no desire to be in. But they were told they were a taxi in effect. And so they became a taxi. They may have become an athlete. They may have become a musician. They may become whatever, doctor, lawyer, whatever. And maybe it was good for them. But it should have come from within them. And as adults and as professionals, people can challenge the quality of our work, and it can get to us. People can challenge what we choose to do, and it can get to us. And all too often, we're limited by other people's beliefs. There's a whole industry around how do we knock down self-limiting beliefs. But very often, those self-limiting beliefs have stemmed from things other people have said. So when people begin to tell you things, you need to put that in context really, really quickly. And I would say, just automatically jump to the ridiculous. Oh, they're calling me a taxi. And negate what they're saying. Now, sometimes somebody's telling you something for your own good, and they're trying to help you. But again, if they're doing it in a way that knocks you down, and that takes you away from what you're trying to do, or passes judgment in any kind of a negative way, you need to classify that as they're calling me a taxi. So, learning to discern who's got your best interest at heart and who can display that properly, because sometimes somebody can have your best interest at heart and still say the wrong thing to you. You've got to have that discernment, so you just classify those as taxi comments. Oh, that's a taxi, that's a taxi, that's a taxi, and move on. So I'm not going to call you a taxi. I'm going to say you have the power to do great, great things with today and every day. And I hope you'll do that and have a great, great day.